Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. There's some death smell here and a dude who might just be dead. We'll have to examine this man.
A man lies on the boardwalk.
Actually, fuck you. I just noticed I have my pry bar and not my ledger in my hands. No, I do have my ledger. It was actually fine, but let's do it over anyways.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Hold on.
Chewing gum wrapper. Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer.
2 days.
We need to investigate.
I'm gonna study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Kebab sauce, interesting. Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Indeed. I'm afraid this is the cryptozoologist. Then again, it's a working class corpse. Gonna study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Accident?
You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure
I don't think that's true.
3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits.
I think accidents like that can happen to anyone if you're unlucky.
Or maybe it was just dark.
Quite possible. Right, my total is now 13 because I switched my glasses.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last.
Home? Are you sure? It looks to me like he was going this way, towards the pier, as it were.
That's what the chewing gum seems to point to as well.
I must study the
There's
surroundings.
some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Let's go bottom up. I'm gonna look at the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
I'm going to examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag. Oh,
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
fair enough.
True. It feels disrespectful.
I'm gonna wait with stepping on the floorboards and examine the man's
A
head.
dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
Quite so.
This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the floorboard. Seems like it might be a mistake, but let's
They
do it.
screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
That's a bit of a scary thought.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
What should we do with them?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
What about a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
Fair enough. We found him, we should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party.
Shut it.
Bottle. Now that would be just sad. This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
That's interesting. It looks like me. Could have ended up just like him. Dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
Ow.
Or, what if you are?
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
It's not related to the lynching. And who was definitely drunk. What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
I suppose. Honestly, someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk.
Bit tragic.
Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
He smiles sourly. Right, conclude.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Right. Coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Quick.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the kebab
See
wrapper.
traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
I'm gonna examine the tear and not pick it up.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
What did electrochemistry say? A bottle and a half of... 3 bottles of wine or a bottle and a half of
A
spirits.
tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell. Dead body on the boardwalk. I'm gonna examine the card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Mejean. Billy Mejean. Probably our dead person.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Indeed. Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the
Oh,
library.
perfect.
Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Quite so. Have a few checks we could do. What I want to do right this moment is return to the village, fishing village, to give the jacket to Idiot Doom Spiral. Then to Kim's car. I wanted to find the cryptozoologist, but I guess there's a day tomorrow as well. I mean, I hope. Have we been all the way over here? Oh. Nolan Van Sank. An unsuccessful model. 25, I want to say. Oh, Jesus, there's a whole bunch of shit over here. One thing at a time. Hello. You have any more words to say? Sudiram ram ram. Same as last time. Oh, money. You guys are just hanging out by a little pile of money?
Tequila Sunset.
I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
Found a little more than I bargained for.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, given the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
Fine.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Seeing you. Maybe I can clean it the way I did the boots. Any more? Suliram young manis. Saya suka coklat young manis. Uh, uh, yeah, I have nothing. Adala Aduhai Indung Sohorang. That tells me nothing. Adala Doctor Umum. I don't know. I'm trying to ask if there's a general practitioner, because I kind of know how to do that, but I kind of forgot. Let's travel. Now, didn't my shivers tell me something about bronze in trees or some such? You know what? I'm gonna pop into the bookstore before they close. Hello. I think it's this one.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a...
I'm going to buy this book.
Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
I'm gonna leave. Let's go to Kim's car. It isn't interactable, which is very good. Maybe we can learn more about the Pale, and that will perhaps... Oh.
Snow covers the white on blue
Oh
police
dear.
livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed
Do
to...
something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
It's quite good, I think. Won't it roll over in the first sharp corner?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
Interesting. This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
A fine machine. I'm gonna run my hand over the smooth metal surface.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Oh, if we ever get this case sold, maybe we can do it together. We can be buddies outside of work.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
He replies with an apologetic smile and nods.
And means no.
What's it backing in there?
130.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there. Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR18GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
Must be an advancement on the KR18GU engine on the older 40 models, right?
Yeah, you know it?
Just the basics. Cast iron blocks, swirl chamber injection, dual change driving overhead camshafts, 2 valves per cylinder, hydraulic valve lash adjustments.
Yes, that's right. I'm very impressed that you know these things.
I can't say anymore, so let's move, I guess. It makes no sense that I know these things, but apparently I do.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
I'm gonna call the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the Jamrock Public Library?
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Ah,
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, detective?
done with the radio for now. 10 a.m.
Cabin, you see a
I'm not gonna report the body until we've checked in with the library. So let's call them back tomorrow. Oh, it's one of those. I wanna inspect this wall.
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Keen aesthetic sensibility. 42%. What is that? Roll an 8 or better. Far from impossible. Let's try it.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
We could save scum at once. Do we still have a skill point? We do. How about...
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by?
You know what? Let's just pump a point into conceptualization
Just an ordinary
and try again.
Nothing to see here because you see it. Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows. The colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
More.
O wall father.
Kim, I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
He looks at the wall reluctantly, then back at you. I already have the paint. I just need to get a paintbrush from Cindy the Skull.
You must.
I think I must. There she is.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I'm going to need your paintbrush.
What
For art. It's for art, okay?
for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
I think I might have misunderstood that prompt. Let me start over.
Hello again.
Because like I got an achievement for
Have you come
apologizing.
to
I didn't
admire
realize that
what
was
for?
apologizing.
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Is she gonna hate me for saying? What if I say this? I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will.
Then you have time to find your own fucking brush.
To crush a man's dream like that. I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you... Hello again, officers.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
Man, that's lame.
It's great.
Can I just try the last route of that?
Hello again. What for?
Art. The artist arts.
Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No, there, Piggy. I guess
They do.
No, that's lame.
It's great.
Self-portrait.
Really fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
Okay, I won't do that. Please just give me some paint and a brush. I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portrait.
Thanks, Cindy.
Sure, anytime. Us shit artists have to help one another. Besides, I was out of fuel oil anyway.
The right idea is not coming to her. It's excruciating.
Ooh, interesting.
You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, paint, and a brush. You're ready to do this.
Catch you later, Cindy. Items. Oh, I thought it would be a tool. I keep quick saving. I shouldn't. It's fine. It's a.
The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
Ooh. Interesting. Fuck the police feels a bit weird to say when I've been policing it up pretty hard. I like this. What shadow lies there beneath the bright gleam? Fuck it. Oh, he writes the
You've
text.
spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
I thought he was going. Okay.
Very poetic. Real poetry. Should we return to our murder investigation? I hear there's a really bad one we are supposed to solve.
Let me think again. I didn't think he would write the text. What happens if I choose the
paintbrush in your
this
hand
one?
is like a loaded revolver.
The pictogram of a human being. Kind of like that.
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
Very poetic. Real poetry.
I have a dirty jacket to wash. But you know what I think I'm going to do right now is I'm gonna go to the body in the fridge and have Kim take it away. Let's
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse.
You know what? I feel like this is a good place to make a hard save as well.
The bear's eyes.
Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away.
All right.
Takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic of the dead
I
man's
will need
face.
a little help carrying him. You take the hands. I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. And he's left, and we're all alone. What the fuck was it I could say to... Let me go to the fisherman shacks. Are you still outside? Yes, you are.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
I don't know a
When
good
did-
spot yet. Then I could potentially ask her out, I guess. Which is... I don't know if that's a good idea to do. Why couldn't I quick travel from there? Also noticed I could go here real quick and...
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes.
composure.
The speakers below are banged up.
This is here.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
See a pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says sub-insulindic rendezvous. Frame appears to be hand carved out of
Oh,
bone.
very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
For the first time, the street vendor's voice trails off as he watches you inspect the
This
glasses.
is
Try
how
'em
a
on.
sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue, yes. But they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street vendor has picked up his pace again as you observe the world through the deep sea tinted.
And they can be yours
Glasses.
for mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
I'm gonna leave for now. Cool, but not cool enough to warrant spending the money on. I don't think. I mean, I could. I don't know how much tear I'm carrying right now. I have a few postcards as well, but let's just head over to Fritte and turn in those bottles.
The tear machine step. Your bottles clunk into the machine. And do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
No. I do have a book I could read. One thing I would like to do before ending the day would be to try and convince Gart to let me sing. What was it I needed to talk to these guys? These police guys?
I can't believe this
Esprit de corps. That's not how you exit. I only need 20 more experience.
Can I help you?
Guard, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Why do you even have a PA system if no one's using it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in
A lot
44?
of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
Killed? It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client, I paid my bills, I've had the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
He's lying. But whatever, You don't really need his lame tracks.
It's alright, I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that
Shit.
stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair.
Kim is not here.
Plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I kind of want to do it with Kim there. So before we send Kim away with the body, I forgot, did we speak to the sunglasses didn't matter anyway, so it's fine. I'll just do that. Let's try it again.
Can I help you? No, you don't. It's
Karaoke.
not happening.
Let's do the same.
The whirling's not a chap. It's for the... A lot of people. Okay, yes. It's... Ha!
He's lying. But what? The man
Okay.
in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Quick save, and let's sing our song. It's time. Finalmente. Feels right, you belong here.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
I knew I wanted him to be here.
Karaoke carousel.
Look him, I'm gonna sing karaoke.
I can see that.
The lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. Test the microphone.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room.
Oh no.
You hands. Where do you put your
I
hands?
fucked up. Look around the room
Hall is
first.
full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. They are going to hate you.
Fuck you. Fuck you, drama. Drama. What else do I have? Drama. Drama. Oh, this is gonna be awful. That's minus the drama. Can't be having that. Ah.
The stage is...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
I am very ready, guard. Hit play.
The air is thick with anticipation.
What the fuck am I wearing? Let's go.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Though it once was larger, how the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there,
Is it this?
toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone.
Is it the same voice as the reptilian brain?
None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
He's inky. It's probably more speaking than singing, but it's pretty good. And there's the text. It is the ancient reptilian brain. How interesting.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to
you. Thank you, ancient reptilian brain.
There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded, to return only in dreams and nightmares. This guy really carried you.
Quite so. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner Kim Kitsuragi.
The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile before turning away.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
Thank you, Martinez. And leave. Let's fucking wear something else. Boy howdy. Didn't I get... What happened to my experience points? Didn't I get 30? Just now? That's fucked up. I'm gonna speak to Kim.
Yes?
Quick test of something. Because the camera zoomed over here. Did that affect this
Looks
check in
like
any way?
the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
No. Well, authority is something we're gonna wanna pump. Before we finish, let's go back here and send Kim away with the body. I don't have the energy to pull out my fucking fresh, right?
The bear's eyes are still.
Let's bag him.
Right.
Level up, actual level up.
I will need a little head carrying him.
Oh, that's why. Okay, got it. That means I do have the option to put a point into Esprit de Corps and speak to these guys. Do I want to do that when Kim is here? I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna think on that. Right now I'm gonna pause and I will see you later.